Hi, welcome to What's Up with DJ Now. Today we're having an unboxing review of the Primula cold brew. Okay, and here is some of the items we're going to be using today. So let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and unboxed this and washed it clean so all the parts are nice and clean, and we're going to go ahead and show you all the parts that comes along with this. You have the rubber base that goes onto the bottom that makes it non-slip and non-skid. You have your glass carafe. You have your lid here, which has the little notch, the little triangle there, and that's going to show that you're pointing towards the opening, the vented opening, so you can pour it. So when you're looking from above, you can see that notch and know that it's ready to be poured. And then when you're not ready to pour it, you simply can just turn it and slide it like this, see, and you could seal it up completely where there's no air getting in. So that's what that notch is for, so that you can easily see how to open it. Now here's our filter, and this is really nice because it unscrews on the bottom, so when you're ready to empty out your wet grounds, it makes it much easier. You can tap them out, you know, into the trash, clean it out, wash it out, and then put your lid back on the bottom. Now this is just going to snap right in. It's loose right now, and you just push and it snaps. And then when you want to take it out, you'll just be able to lift it and it just lifts right back out. Okay, so we're going to put that in, snap it in. Okay. And then this is the lid that you would put on to seal it up once you have your grounds in there and your water. It also has a triangle at the top, and that's so that you can put it in, and then you simply, wait a minute, I didn't have it lined up. You put it in and you snap it towards the other triangle, and then that means that it's locked into place. So it's sealed up nice and tight. And then just turn it to take it back off. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put in our coffee grounds. Now I'm just using medium roast Folgers, and I'm going to start out with not as much because I don't like really strong coffee. But basically for the cold brew, you can do about 2 tablespoons per 1 cup of coffee. Now this carafe holds almost 2 quarts. It's like 1.6. So you could literally put, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 tablespoons of coffee into this. It holds a lot. I'm just going to put a few just to do my maiden voyage on this. But do it to your preference, whatever you prefer. But basically it's saying, you would just do, you can fill it up all the way. Now we're going to use a cold filtered water, cold filtered water, and we're going to run that in the top. And then it's going to, force water through the grounds. And the more coffee you put, the more you're going to have to, kind of stir it around. You'll see me stir it in a minute. I didn't have that much, so it wasn't as hard, but the more coffee you put in, the more you want to make sure that it's all saturated and wet, when you're putting it in there, so it will steep good through the night. Now, people ask why cold brew. Okay, I'm going to take the spoon, but I'm going to talk while I'm doing this. People ask why cold brew instead of, just regular coffee and then putting ice. Cold brew, instead of using hot water to draw out the flavor of the caffeine in the coffee beans, cold brew coffee relies on time by steeping them in cold water for 12 to 24 hours. And what it does is the method makes the drink less bitter, and less acidic than regular hot coffee. Also, there's been known to have some good health things that help you boost your metabolism, it lifts your mood, it lowers your risk of heart disease. There's a few different things. It lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes. So I like coffee, but I don't like bitter coffee. And sometimes you buy these drinks, coffee drinks at places, and it's very bitter. And I don't like that. So this was the first time I used it. I've used it a lot more since this video. And I really love this. I get it set up at night, put it in my fridge, and then one little carafe usually lasts me about 2 or 3 days, and then I do it again. Okay, so now we're putting it in the fridge. And I usually leave it overnight. Okay, now here's the stuff I'm going to use. I'm going to make a cold brew coffee. This is the next day, the next morning after I made it. And excuse my old AC/DC beat up glass. I'm in the process of trying to find some newer glasses that I like that are clear, that are glass. This one just happens to be the clear one that I have, so you can see through it when I make it. And just the right size, so excuse my old rickety AC/DC glass. Okay, so I put some pumps of white chocolate Torani sugar-free syrup in there, about 3 or 4 pumps. I poured some cold brew coffee. Now I'm putting 2 little teaspoons of Splenda in mine. You don't have to, it's however you prefer it. I'm stirring that up. And then normally you know you'd have ice in there too, and put ice. For the video I'm not putting ice so that you can see the effects of the coffee. And I'm also going to use another little cool device that I got recently, a milk frother. So I'm going to take some French vanilla creamer, and I'm going to make like a froth, a milk foam. You want to call it a milk foam or a cream froth or whatever you want to call it for the top. You don't need very much because it's going to expand and get much more than what you put in there. Now this is my new little Zulay Milk Frother. I have the link in the description. It's cool. I've used it maybe about 6 times so far. I really like it. And this just takes a few seconds to do according to how thick you want it. Okay, and it just runs on batteries. Alright, now we're just going to pour our milk foam froth right over the top. It's nice and thick. It stays on the top of the drink, but little bits of it drizzle, as you see in the glass. Drizzle throughout your drink as you're drinking it. You could also put this in the bottom of your cup and do it first and then pour your coffee right on top of it. There's no right or wrong, it's whatever you prefer. But yeah, this is the Primula cold brew unboxing. I really recommend it. It's very affordable on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. And at any rate, thanks for watching my video. And if you could like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it to help my channel. And you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.